Peace. I chose tonight for my topic, whose Nation of Islam do you represent and why? Some of you may know this already, but we have in 2016 many different Nation of Islams. Most recognizable is the Nation of Islam under the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan, followed by the Nation of Islam under the Honorable Silas Muhammad, and followed by behind Brother Silas, I would say John Muhammad, the Honorable John Muhammad, the younger brother of the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad. And after those three, those main three, we have the Son of Man. He has a group, a brother by the name of Royale, sometimes referred to as Solomon, another brother by the name of Eric. And in addition to that, we have in just about every city in America, you're going to find one or two different Nation of Islam groups that's not in affiliation with any of those that whose name I called. If you notice the first three, the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan, the Honorable Silas Muhammad, and the Honorable John Muhammad, I gave or I put the name Honorable, the word Honorable in front of their name for this reason. Of all those that I named, I feel as though those three have a more um, valid claim to the seat of leadership over the Nation of Islam. Number one, Farrakhan, because that is the one that the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad made his national representative. And if you know anything about um, the chain of command of the Nation of Islam, uh, the person who holds the seat of national representative is the one that in the event that the leader fall, the leader pass away, or the leader, whatever happens with the leader, that's the one who takes over. Um, Farrakhan didn't stand up in 1975 when the Honorable Elijah Muhammad left the scene. Um, Reason being, the Nation of Islam was already going in several directions. Brother Farrakhan did not wish to divide an already divided house or further divide an already divided house. And he especially didn't want to have a fight for leadership with the family of the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad. He felt that that would be almost a slap in the face to the man who taught him, the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad. So for nearly 3 years, he stood down. Finally, he stood back up when he could not bear no longer how the Nation of Islam was being um, broken down, dismantled, and how the name of the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad was being stepped on, um, even by his son, who none of us would know today if it was not for the father. So Farrakhan stood back up, but before Farrakhan stood up, the Honorable Silas Muhammad stood up. And around that time, the Honorable John Muhammad also stood up. So, and John Muhammad, give a little history on him. This is the younger brother of the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad. You know, he actually got his name, as I understand our history, from Master Farad Muhammad, the teacher of the Nation of Islam, the one who taught the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad, the one who we say Allah appeared in the person of. So he felt that he had a valid claim to the nation. Silas felt because he stood up, many say he stood up first, that he had a claim. And of course, Farrakhan has a valid claim because he is the one that the Honorable Elijah Muhammad gave the title of national representative. Okay. But so I say, when I call their names, I say honorable. The others who name I mentioned, I respect their effort, but I just don't feel that their claim is valid. I won't go to the point of bashing them or putting them down. In fact, I give them a proper salute. I salute them all. Anyone who stands up on the teachings of the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad, you know, I salute, you know. But as for me and my family, my household, we were Farrakhan. And let me tell you why. One, because it was Farrakhan who pulled me out the mud. You know, when I came into the Nation of Islam, I was definitely heading in the wrong direction. I was already in prison. I was at the time facing, I beat several charges, but I was facing 23 years at that time. Um, I got sentenced with 15 of those years, but the majority of those years was suspended. I ended up doing roughly about 5 years. But all I knew how to do was sell crack. You know, when I went to prison, I couldn't even read and write. I'm so serious, you know. Um, I owe my life to the representation that Farrakhan came with. He bridged me to the most honorable Elijah Muhammad, and I'm loyal. Now, I can't say everything Farrakhan has done over the years that I understood, but when I don't understand a thing, rather than lashing out or dropping out the process or turning away from my brother, you know, I seek patience. You know, I mean, I seek answers through patience and prayer, as the Holy Quran, as we are instructed to do by Allah in the Holy Quran. Seek assistance through patience and prayer. So that's what I do. But in doing so, a few months or what have you, I find myself understanding Brother Farrakhan even more than I did beforehand. But also because I'm a student of mathematics, 1 plus 1 equals 2. Minister Farrakhan has taken these teachings all over the planet, brothers. All 196,940,000 square miles, he has taken these teachings, and he has not compromised these teachings. Some of you, and I'm not saying this to bash you, but some of you cannot defend point number 12. We believe that Allah God appeared in the person of Master Farad Muhammad. Many of you can't defend that. You can't defend that. You can some can defend it from the biblical standpoint, but many of you can't go into that Quran and defend that. Farrakhan has defended that and has been defending it for over 30 years now. And defending it in the East, in Mecca, with the so-called scholars of religion. And he has not cowered or backed down. And in many, well, to some degree, made his understanding understood. You know, so in addition to that, the brother called for 1 million men, and nearly 2 million showed up. I was recently at 10, 10, 15. I never got an official um, number of how many showed up, but it sure looked to be about 1 million to me. You know, and this brother is 82 years old. This the only black man who can go into a Christian church and teach and have the Christians on their feet applauding every word, you know, and leaving that meeting with our brother with a deeper understanding of their own religion and their own book. So yeah, I'm on the side of mathematics. Again, I salute and give a healthy salute to every brother who upholds the name of the most honorable Elijah Muhammad and try to build on his works. But I'm 100% with Brother Farrakhan. Peace.